Hello and welcome to the shop. Back on April the 24th, 2016, I shot a video for you guys where I set this dust deputy up and began using it in my shop. Now, that's almost 4 years to the day. Today is April the 1st, 2020. This dust deputy has been invaluable to me. I paid $58 for it, shipped to my door. I did have to make a rubber gasket, and I added this cardboard barrel. Now, as you can see by the cardboard barrel, there's a little crease in it. Last weekend, we were vacuuming out a car and the barrel imploded. I have a funny feeling it has a lot to do. It's been very rainy, it's very humid here, and a lot of it had to do with moisture, and I think it just weakened the cardboard structure. But I got 4 years out of this barrel, and I couldn't be happier. And it has been hooked to my table saw. Every time I turn, it's hooked to my lathe. I've had it hooked to my planer. I've had it hooked to my joiner. We use it for vacuuming out the cars, vacuuming out the shop, doing all types of cleaning work. I've even used it for sanding drywall. It has been one of the most valuable tools for the money that I've added to my shop. And I would gladly add another one. We're not going to do that. We're going to keep this one because let me show you what showed up today in the mail. This is a 20-gallon plastic food-grade barrel. I purchased it off of eBay. I paid $20 for the barrel plus tax, $25.96 for shipping to my front door for a total of $47.36. This barrel is really nice. It's got a locking top. It's got handles on either side. It is a very sturdy material, and I don't think it's going to be subject to collapse. So I feel like once I mount my dust deputy to the top, I should get well over 4 years of service out of it. Before I remount this Cyclone onto the top of that new barrel, I'd like to go back and answer a couple of questions that came up in the video comments. The first question is, what size hoses do you use for the inlet and the outlet on the dust deputy? I use a standard 2-inch shop vac hose. You can pick them up at any local hardware store, or I've bought several on eBay over the last couple of years. Another question that I got is, as the barrel fills with dust and debris, do you lose suction? The answer is absolutely not. The suction is provided by the shop vac, and since the dust and debris is dropping into the barrel, the bag and the filter in your shop vac are not becoming clogged. Therefore, the shop vac can continue to produce a constant suction and you do not lose volume of airflow at all. I was asked, since the barrel is solid and there's no window, how do you know when the barrel is getting full? This is very simple. I got two methods that I use. Method number one, if I'm not moving the barrel around a lot, say I'm just moving the hose from implement to implement, I can pull the top hose off the barrel and look straight down through the dust deputy, and you can see the level inside of the barrel. The other method that I use more often, because this barrel gets moved all around my shop, it gets moved out into my garage to clean my cars, sometimes into the house if I'm doing drywall work, I can tell by the weight of the barrel. As the barrel starts to get heavy, it's time to empty it. Most of the time, when I empty the barrel, it feels heavy to me. It's usually about 2/3 full on average. I had the following two questions from a couple of viewers respectively. The first viewer asked, had I noticed any stress around the flange of the dust deputy where it meets the barrel lid? And the second viewer asked, did I have any issue with the wood ring that I made to support the dust deputy below the barrel lid cracking along the grain? I'm going to go ahead and remove the top from the barrel, and I'll let you take a close-up look at both the flange, and you'll see there are no stress issues, as well as the wood ring, where you'll see there has been no cracking. Here's a close-up view of the flange, and I'm going to rotate it to give you a full 360-degree view. And you can see there are no issues whatsoever with the flange. No cracking. It is not, I didn't tighten it down or over tighten it, so it's not wavy or anything. It has a nice tight fit. You can still see the rubber flange that I put beneath the separator, and it's holding up well. And let's flip it over, and I apologize for the dirt. I did not clean it, but you can see that there is no splitting on the wood ring. And I attribute a lot of that to the fact that I snugged it up, but I didn't crank it down, and I have never made an adjustment or removed the dust deputy from the lid of this container. The final question that I received from a number of people, and it's a very general question. How's the dust deputy working out for you? I kind of summed that up in the beginning of the video where I talked about I use this on almost every tool in the garage. I use it on my cars. I use it for cleaning, for drywall work. I use it for almost everything. It's working incredibly well. It is, as I said, one of the best investments that I've made in my shop. It gets used almost every time I'm in the shop. Now, a couple of things that did not work so well. You'll remember in the original video, I ran metallic tape down the dust deputy in an effort to dissipate static charge. Shortly after doing that, I took a meter and put it on the tape and noticed that no current was flowing over the surface of the tape, which meant that the tape was completely useless, so I peeled most of it off. The second thing is I had a wire running from the ring on the lid down to the bottom of the barrel in hopes that if I did receive any static, it would basically be grounded. It broke in the video. I never added it back. And I can honestly say that I have never once noticed any static whatsoever with the dust deputy, even when I'm turning acrylics. I turn a lot of acrylics, you get ribbons and acrylic dust, and sometimes you see a little dust on the inside of the cyclone, but nothing sticks in there. It's not like a static bomb where everything is just sticking and ready to just dissipate that charge. I really hope you enjoyed me answering some of the questions that have come up over the last 4 years regarding my dust deputy setup. I can't say enough good about it. It has been money well spent and worth every penny that I put into it. I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off now. I don't think there's any sense in going through a step-by-step of removing it from this barrel lid and mounting it to that barrel lid. I'm going to do that off camera. I'll come back and show you the final build or the final setup, and then we'll go ahead and move forward and see just how long this new barrel lasts in the shop. I have my Dust Deputy Cyclone mounted to my new barrel. In all honesty, it took less than 10 minutes to remove it from the old barrel lid and mount it to the new lid. I am very happy to have this tool back in service in my shop, as it is invaluable to me. I got 4 years out of it the first time around. Let's see how long we get this time. I'd really like to thank you guys for joining me in the shop today. I want you to know that you are always welcome in my shop. Come back and see me again real soon, and have a great evening.